Hey Meepsy, the volume. Hey. Let's go 720 view. That's better. All right, everyone can hear everything. Right, Meepsy, let's get this sorted, bud. Let's go with that and that. Get rid of my ugly mug. Hey, now we're talking. That should be a bit better, Meepsy. Okay. There we go. All right, you can hear me. We've got a good angle. Don't forget to like the video, Meepsy. All right, pal. There. Here, come on. Hey, Stark, how are you, bud? Good fishing today. Yeah, we're fishing the front of Whitakara Creek here in KALBARRI. Oh, look at that eagle. Look at that eagle. That is magnificent. Up. Every day is an adventure in KALBARRI, fam. So this is our last day here. We're going back tomorrow. I hope everybody enjoyed that Wago live stream yesterday. Okay, fella. That's great. Okay, we'll get the old pen fired up. Oh, it is Stark. It is out of sync, fam. It is. I don't know what the story is. Let's. House here, just too much weed. So anyway, see how it goes. I'll throw a few poppers out. So, oh yeah, that's how it goes, doesn't it? I mean, if we were going to come up last week, the weather would have been even worse, you know. And then we looked at the forecast and it was okay. And then, yeah, sure enough, when we got here, it changed, Cobb, you know. That's fishing. So. But I mean, this is a lovely time of the year to spend, you know, in the winter. Yeah, so only 6 hours from Perth. So. Oh, do you really? Okay, so you're retired or? Yeah. Good on you, mate. I suppose that's why you work, isn't it? That's why you work, isn't it? That's it. Then later on, you just enjoy it. So, you know.
At home with the grandkids and I'm up there fishing.
Oh! Now, Murray, it's all right. You can act tough when she's not around, mate. But we know who's the real boss when she is, eh? I've got a few in the few friends in the community like that. One in particular who's not here at the moment.
She's a good girl. She's home today mowing the lawn and waiting for the firewood to be delivered.
Oh, yes, but you wouldn't say that if she was in earshot, would you, Murray? No.
I spoil her. She's got two ride-ons. She's got a push knife.
Right.
She's got a battery
okay.
powered whippersnipper.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah. And how often does she use that compared to you, Murray?
No, she loves the garden. She loves the outdoors.
Yeah, good on you, mate. And that's good, and that's a secret to a relationship, isn't it? You know, everybody has likes and dislikes, and you sort of work, don't you? Still a lot of weed around Stark, but we'll just work through it today. I mean, you know, it's like anything, mate. You can't sort of pick the weather. You know, you just got to work with it. And maybe we've left our run to the last day, mate. But it's been unseasonably quiet. Even where we were staying at Wago, they can't figure out why they haven't been, you know, catching fish. Everyone's caught nothing, you know. So that's how it goes, doesn't it? Now, why is that? Should I do that? Is that better? Oh, that's right. The ute's pointing one way. This is pointing the other. Oh, that's exactly right, mate, isn't it, you know? I mean, they're howling easterlies and northeasterlies, but oh yeah. What conditions you're in, bud? All right, let's get this sorted out now. I'm never going to complain about the weed in the southwest ever again after fishing here. I'm going to give you the tip. All right, 11 people watching. Thank you very, very much. Wonder if we can squeeze her. The Ryan Tice. Hello from Tennessee, USA. How are you, Ryan? Welcome to the stream, mate. My name's Jim. This is AustralisTV. I'm a fishing live streamer that's come across from another platform with our community, the Oz Fam, which is short for Australis Family. We're fishing a spot today called Whitakara Creek here in KALBARRI. Do okay, so thank you, Ryan. Do us a favour. My love. Oh yeah. Love the rainy night. What we're going to do, famo, is we're just going to rough it out with the weed today, okay? Kendra KB, how are you, mate? Let's try that, or maybe that. Let's get our first bait out, fam. Now, which side is that? No. It has to be that side, I think. Let's try that. Now, Ryan, in case you're wondering, we use pen reels on this stream, mate. I've never ever been let down by a pen reel. So we're running a 10,500 pen Spinfisher 6. And I've got the another pen 8000 there. All right, let's go, fam. Let's try and get our first cast out. A lot of weed around. That's a really good cast. Right. Well, that's a good start to the day. We've had a good cast there. Sammy P, how are you? Yeah, pretty good, mate. Yeah, KALBARRI's beautiful. It's a lovely part of the world. Oh, we've already had a bite too, fam. Did you get caught? I'll get a battery pack on that in a second. That's all of Australia. Oh, okay, Ryan, we do freshwater fishing as well on this platform, bud, but that's not till a little bit later. We're just getting into our autumn and winter now, right? And I actually specialise in freshwater fishing, so we make our own lures on this stream, Ryan. We teach fly fishing, I do fly tying, all sorts of stuff, mate. We have a very interactive community, you know? So, yeah, we've got a lot of good people from all over the world in here. So this is the Pen Fierce 3. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Just got to watch out for those little blue jellyfish, the man of war. They're only about that big. At Fraser, when I went with Shook, the whole beach was littered in them. Isn't it? That's right. With that setup that we got Wi-Fi at Wago yesterday, remember? All right, there's got to be a big mulloway out there. There has to be one. Yeah, that's all seaweed. Certainly is. Okay, family. Ocean fishes a lot. Just tailor it, or anything really, stark coyote. Queensland's on the far west, eastern side of Australia. We're on the far western side of Australia. Now you can always tell when a mulloway hits a bait, the rod will go forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and then the rod tip will try and hit the water, fam. They have some absolutely massive head shakes, you know. So, thanks to the 10 people that are in here watching. Now, I need to get a battery charger. And I love a rainy night. Hey, we've just had a bite. That's a pleasant change from what I'm normally used to. And we will be fishing live baits today, fam, if we get a chance. Okay? Let me just put this microphone higher up on my collar. There we go. Now is that, can you hear me now? All good? Okay, what I'm going to do is we'll have a bit of fun. I'll get a small surface popper out. We'll see if there's a few tailor around, eh? Really, Kendra? What does that mean, mate? There's plenty of fishing streamers out there. I mean, when we were on the old platform, we had, what was it, 5 million views in 3 years, and then we made the transition to YouTube and got partnered in 3 months. Thank you for that, community, because without you, that would never have happened, you know? Okay, let's have a bit of fun, fam. And we love a rainy night. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Okay, nice work. Thanks to the 11 people that are watching. Now, going. You're training for the Olympics. That's the money popper for today, famo. Oh. If you want to have a look at somewhere even more remote, Kendra, type in Wago Beach. That's where we were yesterday. Out in the middle of Whoop Whoop, mate. Type in WAGOE and then you'll see exactly where we were. We've spent a lot of time investing not only our time but our efforts into the live streaming equipment. All right, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan. Let all your friends know that we're streaming live from Australia, bud. All right. We'll have a bit of fun with this surface popper. That might be a bit big though. Nah, we'll use it. Yeah, we'll give it. No, we won't. We'll use that one. Well, that's what it's about, Kendra, and we're all about content for the community to work on, mate. From Queensland, Kendra. WA is lovely, mate. So they say Queensland's like Florida, and they say WA's like Texas. So oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, hooked a codfish. All right, Famo. Hey, Stevie, how are you, mate? No full stops in your sentences. Okay, let's go again, Famo. Let's go on this side. Great. That was a great cast. That's better. High tide's not for another 2 hours, fam, so we're just gonna have to be patient. All right, be with you in a second. I'll just... These are only 135mm poppers. They're casting a hell of a long way. Oh, hello. Just had a bump, famo. Okay. Now, I don't know whether anyone can hear this, right, but I'll show you how to work a popper. When you work a popper, what you do obviously is you cast it as far out as you can. And then what you do is you bring your rod down in a flat moment to your side. And then what you do is you wind your reel until your rod's pointing straight at the popper again. You take all the tension out of the line and then you work the popper again. There's other ways. You can work it with a vertical rod, horizontal, it just doesn't matter. You just got to get it moving. Wow. And what happens is it just looks like a little fleeing bait fish. And this is the good thing about lure fishing, fam, is you can make it very physical. What I'll do, I'll get out of that weed. Okay. Now let's just run back up here for a second. Okay. Well, what I'll do, let's zoom this in a bit, because that's not really an adequate picture for what we're trying to achieve here. So let's just zoom this in again. So to that, we'll chuck that back there, and then we'll see how we go with that. Try that, fam. All right, let me check this bait. Now fam, the other thing is too, if you're going to fish Kalbarri, mullet's the bait that you need for mulloway, hence we don't have any. I was going to bring some up, but I thought, nah, you know, why would I want to bring bait all the way from, you know, 2 hours south of Perth? Sure enough, zit, zit, zit. Yep. Yeah, a little bit, Matty, but it's still not the best, you know. Now let's go there. Right, let's see how that works. You good, darling? All right, that's a bit better. Clearing up, Stevie, look at you. Okay. Now these rods that I'm using are available for sale, fam. Okay, so I've got 20 of them landing in July if anyone's interested, okay? But I've been using these rods for 10 years now. Never needed to buy anything else. Yesterday I was casting 14 ounces of lead with them, you know what I mean? So, all right. Oh, it's lovely down here, Kendra. Thank you very much to the 20 people that have given up their time to come in and watch the stream today. Welcome. Please don't be shy. Jump into chat, introduce yourself, interact with everyone in chat. That's what makes it, you know, what it is with the community, okay? So let's go and get this little popper working. And just let me know, if you want it zoomed in or out a bit. I might need to move to the right, yeah? So what a surface popper does is a surface popper mimics a fleeing bait fish. So when you've got fish like tailor or Australian salmon sitting underneath the popper looking up, it triggers off a predatory response, okay? And as you can see, I'm getting a lot of distance with this cast because we've got balance gear and I'm using braid. You can't cast as far with monofilament as what you can with braid. So, I don't know whether you can see the little surface popper. I'm going to try a different technique now. I'm just going to use the rod tip and just bounce it across the surface in very short, deliberate movements, only about a foot at a time. Right, and it just looks like a little bait fish that's going, yeah, I'm not sticking around. So, that just landed then. We've had a fair bit of airtime on our casts. All right. Now there is a school of fish smashing the surface further out the back. That's probably mackerel, fam. Come on. Let's go again. What I'll do is I'll do 5 casts and then I'll come up and have a chat. So I've got northeasterly winds today, which are blowing at this angle. So when I cast, I actually cast 30 degrees that way, and then the wind straightens it up for me. Oh, Famo, I just had a swipe. That was a big tailor. Hang on. Come on. There it is, come on. We just had a huge swipe and it missed. That was a huge swipe. All right, let's go again. Well, that's good. If you see them and they have a swipe at it, usually you're a few casts away from a fish. Come on. Come on. How close is that to the car? And with surface... Oh, you poor little bugger. Mate, are you still alive or what? Oh well. Darling, you can't say that I haven't caught a fish. That got washed up on the beach. So the old boy that was here... Well, Famo, there was an old boy fishing for tailor here beforehand, and this must have been one that he kept for too long and threw back, which is dead, right? So that got washed up on the beach. So what we'll do now, tailor 30 centimetres, that one's 32. We're going to use a tailor fillet as bait. No point wasting it. Benton, how are you? ZSN, how you going, buddy? Now hang on. We've got a tailor fillet. We've got a chance now. Oh, we've got a chance. Now, darling, you've got Irish in the bloodline, haven't you? I'm going to put this down to the luck of the Irish. So, what I'm going to do is get a really nice tailor fillet, right? Oh, look at that, Famo. That's now going to be our bait. Alright, so chuck that in there. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing beats fresh bait. I could actually use half of this, but I want to try and get a big fish today, so let's go there. Boom. All right, famo, that's our fillet of the dead tailor that we found washed up on the beach. Right, so unless it got washed up by something chasing it, which would be handy. So that's going to go as our bait. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now, hopefully that tailor ends up becoming mulloway central. Okay? So, hey Ada, how are you, bud? Oh, mate. We have certainly got that chance, Kyle. Yeah, pretty quiet, Benton. Oh, nice one, Zearson, yeah. Kyle, good call, because mulloway love tailor. They absolutely love tailor. If you haven't got a fresh fillet of tailor, you want a live tailor. Let's mark the time. The time is 11 o'clock. High tide's at 1. Perfect. And look, famo, we didn't travel all the way to KALBARRI to chase smaller fish, so I've only been chasing the bigger ones, much to my peril. So. That's good. Right, so we've held bottom. We've got a nice fillet of tailor out there. Right, the tailor was a minimum legal size. It was over 30, it was 32. Right, so we're not wasting it, you know. But that just shows how important it is to put back your fish as quickly as possible, fam, because if you don't, they just have a high mortality rate. Now, famo, when you're casting from the beach too, you do have various casts you can use as well. Right. So you've got the standard cast like this. Watch. Okay. Boom. Nicely done. Yesterday when we came fishing here, there was a school of tailor that was easily 4 to 6 kilos out here, fam. My only concern if we hook a mulloway on that tailor is it's going to head straight for the reef. I've only got 50-pound fluorocarbon, so here's hoping. But anyway, let's not worry about it. Let's just, you know, you've got to get a fish to hit first, don't you? So, and if they're around, they'll find it. Don't worry. We're getting some fantastic airtime on this popper. Oh, have a look, fam. There's a school of tailor in front of us. Here they are. Just in front of us. Come on, you crew. They're probably looking for their friend, eh? Hang on. They've just gone over here. They're just swimming over that reef. Hang on a second. Ironically, I've had herring hit this popper, fam. That same size and colour. Where'd they go? Hey, hit it, come on. We've got the tailor chasing the popper, fam. Come on, you lot. Yeah, there's a little school of tailor in front of us. Let's have a bit of fun. I could cast out a muley on a set of gangs and hook them, right? But let's have a bit of fun with the popper. That makes it more challenging than just bait, you know? And the thing is, if you've got tailor out there, you've got mulloway behind them, I can guarantee it. So if you're fishing any beach, right? And you have a school of tailor come in and then smash everything, put out baits for mulloway, because big mulloway will follow schools of tailor and just pick them off as they go along, you know? Rightio. Let's just come back for a second. Now notice how we haven't had any hits on that. Little tailor will hit pilchards and that and just smash them to bits. But that's anchored out there nice. The longer we've got that in the water, the more chance we've got of getting a bigger fish, fam. Okay? Hey, Ada, not yet, mate, because of low tides. Unknown ram. Yeah, it's starting to just drop off, Ram, but last night it felt like the roof was going to get blown off where we were staying. Yeah, I have, mate, but the biggest problem is with the small fish, the trebles really hammer them. These bigger ones, they'll latch onto one treble, not like three of them at the same time. So, do you want a water? Do you want a water or anything? Okay. I haven't caught too many small tailor on a 135 Halco popper. The ones that I have got even down south have all been around to like 3 to 6 kilos, so that's Is that getting a bit close? Maybe. Might have to move up a bit, I think. High tide's coming in, fam. Now, why would you be forming knots? I've got plenty of like terminal tackle on here, and naughty. Hang on, fam, I just got to take this out. I washed the guides down last night and everything, right? And it's still like, you know, because salt can cause your guides to grip braid. You just got to be careful, you know. Hang on, come on. That's weed. Oh, don't do that. Well, I've made my mind up, fam. As soon as I get home, I'm going to be taking every single braid other than Berkeley fire line off my reels, because even this Tas line, I gave it a go, but it's Spectra at the end of the day, and Spectra is Spectra. Right, so yeah, I've had enough. Oh, lucky. Yeah, I've had enough of it. You know, I spent the money on the Tas line. I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. Australian company, nah. Spectra's Spectra, PE's PE, and fire line is fire line. No more. I'm done with anything else apart from fire line. Hey, Big Bernie. Hey, Bernie, if a fish big enough to hit that, right, hit it, you'd know about it, bud. All right? You'd know about it, mate. So, yeah, just leave it in there. Sometimes they'll come in, Bernie, they'll have a swipe, and then they'll swim off. But usually if it does that, it's a shark. Okay? So let's just wait and see. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to go back to fire line and everything, fam. I've had enough of this. Fire line's the only braid I've used that has absolutely minimal twist. Okay, I'm sick of Spectra. I'm sick of PE. You know what I mean? I'll just get 300 yards of 80-pound fire line, whack that on the big pen, and we're done. And I don't have to muck around and worry about losing a fish from twist anymore. Look at this. This is just... And I've got enough terminal tackle on there. Yeah, that's what they're about, Kendra. That's called your shore break here, mate. Spectra spider wire rubbish. That's all it is. Grippy, gnarly. Snot. Whatever bit that tailor bait wasn't big enough to dislodge the sinker, mate, so it's probably not worth worrying about. Yeah, it is rubbish, mate. Absolute rubbish, Cole. I might even ring my people over east today and get them to send it out. Hey? All right, what I might need now is they've defeated us on the poppers. Let's throw a bait out and see what they're out there, eh? What do we got? Did I save mine from yesterday? Here they are. There they are. Oh, that wind's died off nice. Who was that? Was that what you're talking about, Willis? We're showing the age now, Kyle. We need to slow down a bit, mate. Everyone else is like, what is he talking about? That's the thing with mulloway, fam. They're a bit like snowstorms. You never know when they're going to turn up. You don't know how long they're going to stay around for, and you don't know how big they're going to be. That's it. Johnny Sutherland, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. What you talking about, Willis? That was very funny. Gary Coleman, very funny actor. Always had a smile on his face with his health issues, the poor bugger. Right. Something like that, Adder. You know what it's like, mate, when you fish the bite, you know? Just got to have the bait out there, wade through all the stingers. Luckily, we haven't hooked any stingrays here yet. But what's happened is where we're fishing, because we've got like the cliffs and the dunes, here it's a bit sheltered. Don't know whether you can see out there. See out the back there in the deeper water where you've got all the white water from the wind? Yeah, we need the dirty water for mulloway, but we'll be right. Kyle, wait till you come to Australia. They'll love you too, mate. That's why you don't wear a white shirt when you live stream in Australia, fam. You end up looking like Join the Dots. So, okay, what have we got here? Yeah, nice. Always liked... Did you get it? Okay, yeah, got it, yeah. Mr. Mate, how are you, bud? You would hope so, buddy. You would hope so, but you know, the first 3 days we had swells over 2 metres. Then we had all the weed and all the winds were against us. So we were here from Monday, or we're here from Monday to Saturday, and Friday's the only proper day we've had for fishing. Even when we went to Wago yesterday, no one had caught anything, you know. Yeah, connect the bugs, yeah. Now we just had a bump on this rod, fam. So we'll just keep that there, steady, steady. And when we go back, it's salmon season. Oh, it is pretty sunny. I've got the shade in my hat. There was a guy here the week before we turned up that got 3 mulloway in 3 days, to give you an idea of how scarce they were. And to the 29 people watching, thank you very, very much for giving up your time to come in and watch. Go on. I like Schneider line, fam. It's a nice, soft line. Yeah, I hear you, Adder. I hear you, bud. All right, let's put a couple of baits on here and do our more traditional style of fishing. At least I'm not embarrassing myself by hooking turtles this time. Now, why are you doing that? Is that weed or what? Come on. Hey, Addo, I've just had something, had a look at this, mate. Hang on. Come on. You know, sometimes before the croakers hit, the rod sort of moves a bit. I reckon they brush along the line and everything at them. Come on. A lot of the old boys reckon that with the mulloway, they'll circle the bait for God knows how long, and then out of nowhere, they just hit it, you know. So I'm hoping it's at the just hit it stage, but I don't like my chances. It's all right, we've got another couple of hours till high tide, so we've got plenty of time. Oh, that's right, Addo, you know. The hardest thing when you first start out fishing is to overcome the temptation to grab the fishing rod every time a bait hits. So Big Bernie picked up a bite before, and as I said to Big Bernie, you know, I said, Bernie, if it's not big enough to dislodge the sinker, you don't really worry about it, because if there's a mulloway out there that's going to hit that bait, you will know about it, fam. Right, so what I've got is I've got 4 6/0 tarpons joined together through that like bluefish or tailor fillet. So now let's get a bait out there. I might get some prawns, I think. You never know, we might even get a small snapper here, fam. All right, I'm just going to peel this prawn tail. Let's see if there's a few whiting out here, fam, eh? Nice, gentle cast. Alright, so what I've got is just a 6-ounce snapper lead on the bottom. And I've got 2 dropper loops with a couple of size 4 chemically sharpened suicide hooks. Hey, bites already. Come on, bud. And this is the other advantage of braid. Bites that go undetected with monofilament, you'll pick up with braid. Need another 6 inches on this rod, fam. We're doing everything right. All we need to do is wait for fish to turn up, that's it. Oh, they are unknown rand. Oh, really, had to say, just put a circle hook on the end. And people, thank you very much. 32 viewers. It's really good of you. I really appreciate it. Now, just going to do this once a stream, fam, okay? Oh, there we go. There we go. I'll get that laptop out of the sun. Yeah, whiting are my favourite eating fish with redfin perch, unknown rand. Right. Oh dear, I'd love to be able to try and catch a KALBARRI mulloway, fam, but I don't think the fishing gods are with us this week. It was really quite a shock. Yesterday we went down to Wago and that old boy, we passed him on the way in before we set up the stream. He goes, yeah, I've been here 7 hours. He goes, I haven't had one bite. I went, wow. He goes, last week 3 mackerel, 22 kilo. I went, oh, that's good. And I was stirring him up a bit and I said, oh, 22 kilo for all 3. He looks at me and goes, mate, I'm not an amateur, you know, very funny chat. But I'll tell you what, as Adam knows, Adam's probably caught more 60-pound mulloway than most people in Australia. Right, we're trying to get him to stream. It's just a waiting game, isn't it, Adam, you know? Dusky flathead. Oh, I haven't eaten dusky. Yeah, we certainly do. Oh, was it? Knowing my luck, there's a 30-pound croaker out there just letting the fillet tickle its nose, you know. I mean, that's a big bait. Half of a 33 centimetre tail is a big bait. Yesterday when we went down to Wago, we saw a big silver slab in the waves. Not interested in any of our baits though. And this is the thing, famo, when you live stream, right, you can't beat yourself up about not catching fish, because that's life, you know? All these people, oh yeah, I've never gone fishing and not caught. Well, prawns aren't working. Right. I don't know whether a heap of sharks have come in or whatever into the area, but this is ridiculous now. Oh dear. Excellent. What I might do is I just might open this up a bit. Like that. Let's see how we go there. How are we going on the microphones? They're going well. It's all good. Like that. Yeah, that's right, Ada. The more baits in the water, the better it is. Oh, nice one. But see, this is what I can't figure out. You know, they had rubbish weather for a week and a half. The weeds finally cleared up. We finally had the swell drop off, and we finally had the winds drop off. You would think they would be here, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? We've got, there's reef here, there's reef there, there's a ledge into the water there. Oh, go. No, that was wind, that wasn't fish. You know what I mean? Like I think we're in the right time. That's why we've come here and just Nothing. And unfortunately for me, I can stand here for 3 days waiting for a bite. I'm good at it. That's a bit better. Yes, unfortunately it's over 1,000 hectopascals, Ada, so. But at least we're not, you know, tagging weed, you know what I mean? We might do one last drive down to Wago this afternoon after we go to the Skywalk at KALBARRI. So we'll see how that goes, you know what I mean? Oh, he does, Steve. All right, unknown Rand, thanks for coming in, mate. Yeah, that's right, Ada, you know. I mean, we're not even getting a bite on prawns, people. Like, I don't get it. You can tell that I'm from south of Perth. I'm the only person wearing a flannel in all of KALBARRI. Walked into the cafe yesterday morning to grab a bacon and egg, and they've just looked at me and gone, you know, like, yeah, pick the guy up from the south. You know what I mean? Oh dear. I'm going to give it about another, I reckon, going to give it a half an hour on this big bait and then just check on it. A flano that's 12 years old. Well, you're bogan royalty, Steve. Thank you very much to the 34 people that are in here. Hello, baby blue from heaven. How are you, mate? You have some very funny times when you go fishing on the beach. I remember when we were younger, went with friends, and one of them made the mistake of falling asleep drunk on the beach. So we buried him and just left his head. Funniest thing you've ever seen. Someone hungover and still drunk trying to dig themselves out of the beach. Nowadays they call that bullying and harassment. In our days we called it character building. And it teaches you not to fall asleep when you're drunk on the beach, you know what I mean? Oh, come on. And I love you. All right, Famo, we're just starting to get some interest on this big fishing rod. Go on. Go on. Just had a little bit of interest on it. Come on. Just had a little bit of interest on it, fam. Promise I'll let you go. Come on. It's a good thing about goon. You get a free pillow afterwards, Steve. The other thing is too, I haven't got my burley basket. Normally I have a burley basket, you know, rolling up and down the beach, putting out a scent. Now, if I didn't know better, is that a school of tailor or is that weed? Let's have a look. Righto, fam, we've got a school of tailor that have been herded into the shore right here in front of us. There's about 100 fish in here, right? Okay, rightio, we've lost baits there, that's all right. So, ooh. I could have sworn that I just saw a silver ghost in the waves then, fam. Right. Hang on. Well, Stephen, there's not much I can do about it, bud. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I hope so. This is the first time I've fished for small fish in the 4 days we've been here, fam. We're going to go out to a spot this afternoon called the dance floor. Right. So, I think once these microphones hot up too, they tend to get a bit of a delay. Oh, come on. I'm a firm believer that things happen for a reason, fam. So, you know, with that tailor getting washed up on the beach, all right, I've put a couple of squid out now, fam. Come on. All right, first fish of the day. Famo. First fish of the day. What do we got? Okay. We just got a small sand whiting, fam. That's a good sign. They're starting to come in on the tide. Right. I'm not going to show you that because it'll be dead. Don't even think about it because you'll end up as bait, son. I'm not even going to show you that, right? Because it would have been dead by the time it got to the camera. Those little buggers. Right. So, the fish have started coming in, which is good. We might have a chance at Wago this arvo, fam. Let's go again. Yeah. Come on. The water's just starting to change a bit. Come on. Get ya! Did it get ya? Come on. All right, a little bit bigger, famo. What do we got here? Hey! Here we go, fam. I keep forgetting about this. We are far enough north to catch little swallowtail dart. Check that out if someone can clip that, please. Beautiful little fish. These are the, not swallowtail, these are the same fish that you get in Queensland. And they get a lot bigger than this, okay? There you go, back it goes. Oh, yeah. Right, so the fish are coming in. This is good. So, my learned friends, we should be getting some mulloway. Oh, what's happened there? Everything okay? I hope the oldies are okay, baby blue. Oh dear. Rightio, fam. So, if the small fish are finally coming in, there should be mulloway on the way. All right, so they're just hanging out the back of the weed and everything, I think. Let's go again. All right, we might be on for some mulloway today, fam, if we've got fish coming in, so come on. Oh, that was a good bite. What was that? Come on. Two hours this side of the high tide is the action mark. Come on. Right. We're just starting to get a little bit of dirty water in here, close, which is what we want. Come on. I left my 10-foot one piece at home. So, oh, that was a good hit. Focus, Jimbo. They're liking the squid. Now I'm going to call the jinx on myself here. At least we're not catching any northwest blowfish, fam. That was a good bite. That's the thing with dart, they'll swim in, bang, and they go out. This squid is holding up pretty good, actually. Let's go again. We'll go a bit further out and I'll check this big bait. There you go, nice long cast, fam. Let's just leave this while I just sort out the audio. I think I know what's happened. Watch this. Hey there, Cyber Trouts. Welcome, bud. I think that might be it, eh? Try that. That's right, Cyber Trouts. Got lots of little fish trying to hook up at the moment, fam. It's funny, literally 2 hours before high tide, it was like a switch went off, you know. I think this might be a bit bigger, whatever it is. Let's have a look. Would you like a sand whiting for lunch? That's a good eating size. That's as big as they get. There we go, famo. This is a mature size sand whiting. There you go. If someone wants to clip that, that's going to be a beautiful lunch for today. Whiting are lovely. Okay. There's no minimum legal size on those. They just have a possession limit, but we only want a couple for lunch. Okay, so we've got one whiting for lunch. That's about as big as they get, famo. Let's go out a bit further. I mean, yesterday we were fishing Wago, which is one of the best spots in the world for big mulloway. And not even the small stuff was biting, fam, you know? Come on. I need a heavier sinker. There's a bit of undertow out there. Come on. I think the baits must be off, fam. Or there's a big mulloway that's swum into the area. There's a school of fish just behind the weed there. All right, so I'm going to cast to placement now. That'll do nicely. I think it's a big school of dart, fam. Come on. That was a very good bite. That was a dart. You can tell that's not a whiting. Come on. Rightio, I'm just going to bait up with a bit more squid again, fam. We've got minimal bait on there now. The hooks are showing, so... Oh, okay, excellent. Going to give them McDonald's sized portions with this food now. Oh, actually, no, that's not a good idea. Wouldn't be much then, would it? All right, famo, let's go. Oh, good bites. Okay, come on. Let's have ya. Only small stuff there. Come on, bit bigger, please. Come on. Come on. Come on. Very small fish, fam. I'll just donate a couple more baits. Right. Those dart are a bit tricky, famo. That's when you can tell that you're in tropical waters, you're catching the dart and that sort of stuff. Okay. All right, all good. Rightio, fam. Hits as soon as we hit the water. Looks like Rocky, darling. Yeah. That fish let go in the weed. Alright fam, we've got a few small fish out there. I'm hoping so too, Kyle, because it's a bit boring at the moment, looking at some old bald bloke trying to catch fish. Just throwing it out there, you know. That's good, the phone's charged. Alright, so what I'll do, want to keep these fish interested. Right, so I'm going to cast this out and leave it and just let them go nuts. Alright. Just let them absolutely start destroying baits and then we'll get a bit serious. Hey puppy! G'day buddy! What are you doing? Right. So this rod is going to start going crazy. Okay, just let it go crazy, all right? Let it go crazy. Alrighty, so the tailor bait got picked off by the small fish, fair enough. So what we'll do is we'll just get a couple more strips. They took a while to pick it though. Okay, now hey puppy, you're like a mini Rocky, you are. Hello gorgeous. Hello. You're beautiful. No, you're not allowed to eat fish. Hey mate, how you going? Is that a Staffy crossed with a grey, Ann? Yeah. Beautiful sized dog.
We'll have to get him genetically tested.
Yeah. Hey bud, no, you're not allowed to eat this. Alright, so let's get the mulloway interested with that. There's that little puppy, hey? Yeah, little cutie, aren't you, hey? Aren't you? Yeah, good boy. All right, I'm going to leave the tailor fillets in there and I'm just going to put the carcass on for now. That way with the bone and that sort of stuff at this high tide, the fish can like pick it off. Hey, little fella. Okay. Hey, bud. Come here. Hey, what's your name? Hey? He's a good boy, eh? No sooner they come on the bite, they go off the bite. Come on.
Oh, yeah, in town for about 5 years. Yeah, Dino's shop, yeah.
So we had the fish come on the bite for about 15 minutes, and now they've gone off it. Come on. Oh, that was a good bite now.
Just got a nice house. It's on Brokers. No.
Oh, 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 hello. Oh, go on. Was that a bump? Go on. All right, Famo. Yeah, that's what it's about, Kyle. It's like being at the beach yourself. That's what we try and portray in our streams, mate, you know? G'day, mate.
It's too nice not to be out here.
Hey, there's a bit of activity right up closer to that reef.
Is there?
Yeah, just in that gap
Okay,
there was
cool.
some big tailor before.
Right.
I got a little dart before.
Yeah, you're right.
And just a whiting, but no sooner than they get on the bite, they get off the bite.
Yeah, righto. Okay, I'll try that. Thanks.
You're welcome, mate. What are you doing, little fella? Hey? I've still got baits on. Let me go a long distance cast. We'll go long distance cast, man. Whew. What a cast. What a cast. Hello. Dogs always bring me good luck. Hey, you little fella. Hey, what you doing? Hey, where's he going? Where's he going? Hey, where's he going? Where's he going? Hey, and he's off. Too old, mate. Can't chase you. Here he is. Zoomies. Zoomies. Hey, what are you doing? Hey. Absolutely schizo around the truck. And yep, when you least expect it, they lay one on your tyre. Obviously a future urine artist. Hey? Alright, so let's bring this in here. Let's bring that in here. Good. Okay, famo, so what I did is I did a big long distance cast just to see if there was anything out the back. And the answer's no. I might get a little bit more squid on those baits, I think so. Phil H, how are you, bud? The real jet pilot, how are you, mate? Welcome everyone, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it, Ben. Let's just do that and that. Phil H, how's your day going up there in Mindari, bud? You well? You're reading in the day? It's getting a bit hot. We're doing everything right, famo. You're bored at work. Don't let me get you in trouble, Phil. Come on, mate. I don't want to live with that. Dun, 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 dun. Let's put a couple of really big baits on now, eh? And get them interested. A lot of small fish out there, famo, so at least we're getting something, you know what I mean? Right, that's in the weed now, we need to take it out. I know where we can go. Right, there's the spot on it. More weed, come on, get out of there. Oh, hello. With this top coming in, it's too much of an undertow. So I've got a size 6 sinker on. Believe it or not, I need to use a size 8 sinker. Okay, so let's increase the size of the sinker now, because we need to be able to hold bottom. With a size 6 ounce sinker, we've got a bit of bow in the line. With an 8 ounce sinker, it'll be straight. Right, so we're going to add another 50 grams of weight to the sinker, okay, and see if that improves things. Yep. Okay. Yeah, straight away that's straightened up. So what we can do is we can just leave that in there. There's the bites. Good work, come on, you know you want to. Just very small fish, man. Rightio, just a little bit further out now. I'm just going to leave that. Yep. So I don't know whether you can see this rod tip, but straight away with the straight line, it's picking up the bites a lot better. We've got a lot of small fish out there that we're not really interested in. What I'm going to do, fam, is I'm going to change away from the 4-gang hooks and I'm going to go to the doubles. Okay, so let's change this up a bit now. I'm going to put a couple of 6-0s in there. Okay, and with the 6-0s that are in there, what we're going to do is we're going to use that to join the line to the leader. All right, so where are they? Alright, so I've got a couple of 6-0 hooks here. Let me just get these off. We'll use some older hooks just to recycle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a snell on our line instead of the 4 gangs and see if that improves our chances with the mulloway. 12:29, half an hour till high tide. Okay, now's the time to do it. 50-pound fluorocarbon. Yep. Nice. Here. So Let me get this on here. Okay. Phil, don't get in trouble at work, mate. Right. Great, so we got a couple of snells on there. Nice. Just pull them tight. Beautiful. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Right. Excuse me for a second. Okay. Yep. A lot of small fish picking off the baits out there, famos. So this is what we're going to do. Right. Right. So we just need to change things up again. Yeah, don't be silly, Steve. Righty-ho, so we got 460 gang hooks. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off, this one here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put on a couple of snell hooks, because a lot of the old fishers say that the gang hooks scare the mulloway off. Right. Come on. Ooh, stale bait just doesn't taste any better. Right. Okay, we'll get our sinker there. Okay, now I'm just going to get a couple of tailor fillets. Right. Oh yeah, that's just the weed. Yeah, see, that's the weed taking it out. Rightio, fam. So, maybe not, come on. Bit of weed in there, fam. Let's just walk back and get it out of the weed, come on. Yep, great. How the hell? Ah, great. Yep, that's weed and it snapped at the dropper loop again. Really? Rightio. Let's go, Famo. Rightio. They got hit straight away, fam. Okay. So, what we're going to do is right. So that's set. Once again, we've lost another rig. So let's do another one up while we're here quickly. Johnny Sutherland, how are you, mate? That's right. Yeah, that's right, Johnny. Yeah, certainly do. They call it the bait thread, Stephen. So with the bait thread, it's just like a very fine cotton that they wrap around it to sort of, you know, keep the bait on, but just use good quality bait, mate. And that solves that headache. Right, so let's have a look. 20 pound, 30 pound, too heavy, 12 pound, 15 pound. Let's go 20. You know, so yeah, the old weed tarantula. I've got about another hour here, fam. Right, so we're just going to do a quick dropper loop rig up again. Right, so just going to, oh, don't do that. I'm just going to be careful with it, that's all. And like I say, fam, don't forget to like the video. You've got to let YouTube know what we're doing. That's right, Stephen, and my point to you is, why haven't you done them yet? All right, see you, bud. And make sure you get those yellow See you, mate. Excellent.
It's a bit bigger, yeah. They get a lot of farming like this.
Right. Now, thanks to the 27 people that are still in here watching. It's been a very uneventful week, hasn't it? All right, let's see how this 20-pound snider line goes, yeah? Rightio. Right. Now. All right. Okay. I don't think we can use Okay, so the lighter line is working. What happened there? Interesting. Yeah, once I'm pulling them through the weed, Famo, they just get off. Come on. Very small fish out there. That might be a bit better though. Can we get this through the weed without losing the fish though? Let's have a look. Yep, straight away, as soon as it gets in the weed, we lose it. Okay. Let's go out a little bit further. Hey Famo, there's a big school of mackerel out the back there. Absolutely destroying a school of bait fish. I'd quite like it if they came in here and did that. Look at that! Look at that out the back there. Look at the bait fish getting chased. It might be time to put on a popper, I think. I think there's a school of mackerel out there, fam. There they are, they're just in here. Okay. I'm not one to miss an opportunity, fam, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the baits off and we're going to put the surface popper back on and see how we go. I just saw some fish leap clean out of the water. Bigger fish. Behind. Get that surface popper again and start having a bit of fun. Alright, so what are we going to use? That might be a bit big. It's got the rubbish clip on it. No, that's a bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a wire leader that we made the other day before we went on the trip. We're just going to get this little surface popper, because if it's mackerel and if it's tailor, they've got very sharp teeth, and also with mackerel they have a big long jawline, so when they turn away from you and take the surface popper with them, the moment they run it Rightio, let's do it. So we've got the wire trace now. We'll shoot off in half an hour for some lunch. All right. Rightio, let's see if they want to hit this little red head popper. Okay, good work. Let's go, Famo. Yeah, there's a heap of birds sitting out the back there. So that usually means there's been some surface action. You got that tail ahead, did you, Munt? Oh! Now, Famo, we're just starting to get a gutter forming in front of us here, and there's all this dead water starting to form. So let's hope that's bring them in, okay? So that's just sitting there doing its own thing. I'll give that another 15 minutes, then I'll do that, okay? Why are you diving? That's why. Righto fam, I've just seen a big grey shape out in the weeds there. Right, at the back there, hang on. There when these waves fall. That's it, come on. It's behind the popper, come on. Right, so something's having a look, it just hasn't bit yet. I might put on the big 160 gram, 160 mil popper. Just something a bit bigger. That's the dirty water we need for the I'm actually going to put on a bigger popper, I think. Oh, MXD, how are you, bud? Yeah, it's been very, very quiet, MXT. I don't know what's going on, man. Only caught a dart and a whiting in that MXT. It's been very quiet. A tailor got washed up. There was an old boy fishing for tailor here before. One got washed up in the weed. So what I did is I did a fillet, and then I did like a slice, like a fillet cut in half. I've got one left. This gutter's just started to form now, so I'm going to give that another 5 minutes. Then I'm going to just cast out the last of the tailor fillets, and then we're probably going to call it for lunch, and then we'll probably hit Wago later on this afternoon, man. So, and MXT, if you want to go to a really good spot for your drone fishing, right? Oh yeah, but you can't go by that, mate. That lunar chart and that sort of stuff was devised in America, mate, not Australia. That's where they're all devised. And you know, in the old days we'd go by moon phases, mate. So, you know, I've been out there before when on the you know, chart it said, oh, there's absolutely no chance of catching fish, and then we've caught plenty, you know. Could have sworn I just saw a Mackie chasing bait fish to the surface there, MXT. So I'm going to put on a 160mm Halco popper, right, and see if that does the trick. And then first I'm just going to check this bait. I think we're just starting to get mulloway conditions now, mate. With this gutter in front of us and this big dirty water. So I've got one more tailor slab left. Let's get that down there. Let's get that down there. I'm going to cast the surface poppers till I'm blue in the face at Wago today, mate. Well, that disintegrated on impact. Get out of it, come on. Time to put on a big muley, I think. Yeah, thanks MXT, but unfortunately, mate, they're not biting, mate. It's just, you know, you can't make them, so anyway, just going to send out this big surface popper. We'll probably give it another 15-20 minutes, then call it a day, fam, because we want to go out and do some touristy stuff, you know. Be good if I could actually live stream the Skywalk at KALBARRI, but I don't like my chances. Ah, I got tangled. All right, well, I think that's nearly our session, fam. So, there we go. Excellent, hey? So, famo, anyway, there we go, fam. Well, really sorry to have let everyone down. You know, the trip away, we can only go when we can go. So that's how it goes, I guess. As they say in the old classics, that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, thanks for tuning in. It's now 1:08. It's at the peak of the high tide. I'm going to pack up and call it a day. We may do Wago tomorrow. If not, we may just do a nice little soft plastic session tomorrow morning, okay? All right, thanks for tuning in. I'll let you part with this view of Whitakara Creek. Okay, so that's the cliffs out to the left there. All right, that's Red Bluff. Okay, down through here and across through there. Fam, thanks for tuning in.